This episode of Another Great Day is brought to you by abbreviations. IFKYK, comma, LOL, comma, BRB. It's Friday, March 17th, 2023. I'm Aaron, and this is my abbreviation friend, Chris.
Hello, I'm C.
CT. We'd like to welcome you back to Another Great Day, or AGD, the podcast designed to encourage I, C, and C, or interaction, creativity, and conversation. Hey, Chris, did you know that human beings don't live forever?
I did. In fact, I've realized that people are born, and then someday they will die. It is a fact of life.
True. Well, did you know that today is St. Patrick's Day? And it's actually a day to mark the death of the person, St. Patrick.
I did know it was St. Patrick's Day, but other than wearing green, I don't know much about this day.
Well, my bearded gentleman, strap in and kiss your Blarney Stone, because today we are spending this day in history over in Ireland. This day in history. Well, according to the book Confessio, on this day in 461, that's right, not 1900, not 1800, not 1600, but 461 AD, St. Patrick, the Christian missionary, bishop, and apostle of Ireland, dies at Saul, Downpatrick, Ireland. He has a pretty amazing story. Let's take a quick listen.
St. Patrick was born in Great Britain, captured and enslaved at 16, forced to work as a herder, only finding comfort in his religious faith of Christianity. 6 years later, he escaped back to Britain, where he was reunited with his family. He eventually returned to Ireland as a bishop and began preaching the gospel and ministering to the people.
Hallelujah. Yep, he's said to have baptized hundreds of people in a single day and to have used the three-leaf clover to describe the Holy Trinity. Good job, St. Patrick. Let's keep the show moving. This next segment is called The Question of the Day. If you're new to this, we're going to ask a question, encourage you to take a minute to answer the question with those around you. We'll give you about 10 seconds to answer. And if you need more time, well, then just call Chris and ask him for more time. I'm sure he'll give it to you. Anyways, pause the show. We'll be right back. Today's question of the day is, what is your favorite holiday? We'll be right back. All right, welcome back to Another Great Day. I hope you enjoyed that discussion. I hope it was fun for everybody around you. Chris, what is your favorite holiday?
I'm going to make up a holiday. I'm going to make it up right now. It's the Chris holiday. It's not my birthday.
I was going to say Chris holiday. Are you joking me? Are you kidding me? This is crazy.
No. Yep. Chris holiday. It's not my birthday. It's just a day where I get to sleep or something. I don't know. I take a holiday. You get to shrink down into your cheese mouse dollhouse and enjoy your Connects and not be woken up early. There you go.
Oh, that's so funny.
What is your favorite holiday,
dude? Aaron? I'm not even joking. I was gonna say Chris Day. I was gonna make up a holiday called Chris Day, not to be confused with Christmas, which is more Chris. No, I'm just kidding. That's not what that is. Thanksgiving. I think Thanksgiving is one of the greatest holidays ever because you get to celebrate all the good vibes. You get to go around the table with your people, talk about what you're thankful for. Like, hey, I'm thankful for you because you're funny. I'm thankful for you because you give good hugs. I'm thankful for you because you always ask me about my day before I can ask you about yours, and it makes me feel loved. I'm thankful for all these different people that I have in my life that actually care about me and want to know how I'm doing. And that just makes me feel good. So it's nice to have one specific day set aside to reflect on what's good in your life. It's so easy. It's so easy to think about the bad things and to dwell in the negativity. I call it the Debbie Downer swamp, if you will. But on Thanksgiving Day, It's a day where you get to be around a bunch of people and reflect on what you're thankful for. And for those of us who love and trust Jesus, we get to reflect on what God's done for us and be thankful for that. And so there's both a temporal, a here and now, and then there's an eternal thankfulness. And that's my answer. All right, great talk today, Chris. Let's take a quick break and check in with our dad joke correspondent on location. Take it away, Wes.
Hey, Aaron. Hey, Chris. We're here live at breakfast, and Alora has a joke for us.
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Banana. I'm just glad I didn't say knock, knock.
And there you have it. Have another great day.
Thank you, Wes, and thank you, Alora. You knocked that out of the park.
Agreed. That was a fruitful joke.
We'll be right back with today's word of wisdom. Welcome back to another great day. I'm Aaron, and that's Chris, and we're glad you're here. This part of our show is called the Word of Wisdom. This is where we'll take a minute to go through a proverb or wise saying and then give you our take. Here we go.
Today's word of wisdom comes to us from Marshall Simpson, my friend. Take it away, Marshall.
Hello, another great day, listeners. This is Marshall Simpson. I'm a youth pastor in Waco, Texas. I'm so glad to be sharing today's word of wisdom with you. Today's word of wisdom comes from Proverbs chapter 10, verse 9. It says, "Whoever walks in integrity walks securely, but whoever takes crooked paths will be found out." Have you ever heard the word integrity? Do you know what it means? I've heard one definition of integrity is that integrity is what you do when no one's watching. Meaning that when no one's around to see what you do you what's right or do you do what's wrong? And if you do it right, even when no one's there to see it, that means you have integrity. Another way to think about integrity is, do the values of your life match the actions of your life? And so this verse that we see here from Proverbs just simply says that if you walk with integrity, you're going to live a good, secure life. But if you're someone who cuts corners or someone who tends to act one way when people are watching and act a different way when no one's watching, eventually you'll be found out. However, if we live a life that has integrity, our life will be better for it and will honor God with our actions and how we treat other people. That's today's word of wisdom. Have a great day.
Well, that'll wrap things up for the week. Chris, let's hit the music and call it a week. I'd like to give a big shout out to my co-host, Chris, for all the audio production and excellent co-hosting, as well as Marshall Simpson for today's word of wisdom. I'd also like to thank all of our listeners and all those people who share our show with your friends and neighbors and all the different people who are doing all your taxes. Tax season's coming right up. So our mission here is to encourage interaction, creativity, and conversation.
So even though today's show has come to an end, that does not mean that your discussions have to come to an end.
Well, whatever you do, we hope you make it another
Great
day. And we'll see you next week. Hey, Chris, what do you know about the color blue? Other than it's Abu Di Abu Die. If I was need Abu Die, Abu Di Abu Die.
I think that's our dad correspondence, one of his songs from that time period.
I'm blue.
From the 90s.
It's a terrible song.
This is what I've heard about blue, is that blue is one of the latest colors of the primary colors to be identified by humans, to be written down and used as something to describe a color. That blue was not used until people started selling blue things, and they wanted to differentiate this item from the next. I believe it was some kind of like stone or some kind of like precious gemstone, I think, or I don't know what it was, but there was something that they wanted to call it a different color. And before that, You might be like, well, what do people call the sky? And they just called it a different shade of green. It was just another version of green. And the reason
That's crazy to me.
Yeah, the reason I was thinking about this and all is because at the beginning of the episode, we talked about St. Patrick's Day, wearing green.
Mm-hmm.
But if we didn't have the word blue, we would see everything that's blue around us as a color of green. It would just be part of it.
I get that.
The end.